The next thing is fake, but she doesn't notice. And lands flying away. And then the comes free. Even though you move the best I've ever seen. Even though I don't wanna be. Another day coffee break. I shiver, I shake. It's like you must stop. And in my heart, every rush my knee with the wind last night. Well, you got me climbing up the walls.
Rex. Every night when they come off stage, this is their 4th tour with us, and they always let us know what's up, right, when they come off stage. Well, one of their guys came off tonight and looked at me and he goes, "Tough crowd." I was like, "Fuck. I don't think so at all." So we're the Boxmasters from Bellflower, California, and if you have not seen us in the last 20 years while this particular band's been touring, or if you don't have one of our 19 recorded albums, by now you know that we do not play country music, and we also do not play Stairway to Heaven or LaGrange or Taking Care of Business. We're an original rock and roll band from Bellflower, California, so if you like Stairway to Heaven and LaGrange and Taking Care of Business, that's great, because they're awesome. But it's going to be the longest night of your life. So if you do like original bands from Bellflower, California, it's going to be awesome. And before it's over, we're going to turn this into a rock and roll club and get you all up here so we can see you. All right? So we're about, I think, 12 shows into the tour. We finished October 20th at the Dolby in LA. And we just came off of, we started in Clearwater, Florida, and then we did 2 shows opening for The Who in Miami and Newark, New Jersey. And which was one of the honors of our lives. I mean, we've opened for ZZ Top and Steve Miller and Elvis Costello and George Thorogood, a lot of people. But The Who is one of the top 3 bands of all time. I mean, and that'll scare the holy shit out of you. But we did great, so I'm really proud of the boys here. Here's a song we wrote, it's about a band that influenced us a little bit out of Ohio called Devo. It's a song called Science Fiction. Thank you guys again. but year before last, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. And it wasn't just snowing, it was a blizzard. I mean, a full-on blizzard. And at that point, it was a kind of a cowboy place. So when we got here and everybody had a cowboy hat, I was like, I love cowboy hats, but we're screwed. And but it turned out really great, so it was all fine. Anyway, at some point in your life, I'm sure you've looked at somebody that you like to look at very much. You like to look at them very, very much. You weren't quite as fond of hearing them talk. This is a song called I Still Want to See You, I Just Don't Want to Hear You.
So
So here, this song has to be accompanied by a story, the next two. So here's a song about the worst person I ever met in my lifetime. Most people are pretty cool, But every now and then you run into somebody, you're like, really? You gotta be shitting me. You're not really that bad of a human, are you? And so I knew this person several years back, and I couldn't believe how greedy, gluttonous, arrogant, and self-entitled this person was. And I thought, well, I've got to write a song about this because I've never seen anything like this before. And the song is called Working Title. And the reason it's called Working Title is because, when you write something and you don't have the title yet, you just put Working Title on it, right? And I didn't think they deserved a title, so we call it Working Title. But the hook of the song, which I think Joshua has the words, our lighting guy, Joshua, I think he has the words up here on the screen for you. You do? Oh, thanks, bud. And so the actual hook of this song is, I love you more than anyone I ever hated. So please feel free to sing along to this wonderful, feel-good song.
To find out what they were.
on the rhythm guitar. JD and I started this band about 20 years ago, and when we first met each other, he was working as an engineer on a solo record of mine, and in those days, he would barely talk. He was like one of the Darling Boys on the Andy Griffith Show. And, over the years, when we got more comfortable with each other, he started to talk. And now, over the years, we've done a lot of interviews together. So he's learned how to do that. Not only did he learn how to do it, I can't even get a word in edgewise with this cat on any of you anymore. It's like I say 2 sentences in the whole thing, and he just dominates the whole thing. So, right? Yeah. See, they like that, JD. Come on, man. And a couple of years ago, we started doing it. We have this song that we're about to play that we decided to let JD introduce the song, and there's a reason for that, and he'll do it. But when he first started introducing it, it was so painful that me and the guys wanted to jump off a building. I mean, seriously. It was so uncomfortable, and he's gotten better and better and better at it. So now he's making it a little more concise, and let's see if he can do it tonight. Okay? Let's see if JD can actually tell the story concisely. Tell it, JD.
Thank you.
Got it, JD.
I really want to kill our drummer in this. So last year we made a record called Love and Hate in Desperate Places, and we went into it calling it the rock record because we were going to make it some of our more heavy material that we've done over the years, like Jane Mansfield's Car, which we wrote in 2009, but it just didn't quite fit on one of our more pop records that we made. So last year we went into this, going to make the rock record. So we had Kirk and Raymond come out from Florida and join us in California in the studio to make the rock record. So we finished the record, everything went great, it sounded excellent. We were very excited. The last night, we were just going to sit back and listen to the record and bask in our accomplishments. Man, this thing is cutting out. So, that last day, I had to take a kid to the dentist in the afternoon before I could go to the studio. So I show up at the studio in the late afternoon, and I walk in, and these three creeps are sitting there smiling, just ear to ear. And I'm like, what's up, guys? What's going on? And they're like, we wrote another song. I'm like, you wrote another song? Because, it's like, over the 20 years, Billy and I have written 99.5% of the songs together. So I was like, why did you write the song without me? I was very disappointed. And then they played me the song, and we recorded the song, and I loved the song. And I'm very disappointed that I was not part of the writing process, but it turned out to be my favorite song on the record. And we played every night, and so they make me introduce it to kind of, stab me a little bit, give me a little, needle here. It's like, hey, take that. You didn't write this song with us. Ha ha ha. So, but it's my favorite song of this record, and so I'm very proud of the boys for writing what I think is a great song. And I'm very pleased we get to play it every night. Not super pleased I have to introduce it, but Kurt, McKim, Raymond Hardy, and Bud wrote a great song, and I'm very happy to play it. But it's called Good Night, Sleep Tight, I'm Gone. It is available right over there where all those flashing lights are flashing. So go see Lindsay over there and pick you up one.
If you
thank you for coming out tonight. There's no sense going off and seeing if you clap loud enough and all that stuff. We're just going to do it right now. This is the only song we do that we didn't write, other than the first one. My brother Jimmy wrote. But this is a song by a band that influenced us heavily called The Kinks out of England. It's a song called I'm Not Like Everybody Else, and I think we all feel like that a little bit, don't we? Thank you guys for coming out. You've been a wonderful audience, and I really appreciate it. You're really trying hard. That ain't bad, huh? But here's what she thought. Once again, not joking. She thought she could send light rays from her brain pan to my brain pan to tell me how to live my life. And I was like, wow, that's some power, you know? Anyway, I thought, well, stalkers deserve songs too. So this is a song called Light Rays in honor of this young lady from Oakland, California. Thank you so much.